The biggest secret is their 2,700-acre retreat in Northern California that they call simply the Grove. The ultra-hidden spot is home to a variety of summer ceremonies, and outsiders are prohibited from entering. Peter Phillips wrote his doctoral dissertation on Bohemian Grove. This guy has actually spent time at the Grove as a guest of one of the members, and he was able to observe what really goes on inside firsthand.
We've tried to talk to people that we know that have friends who are members. We've tried to talk to people in town about the Grove, and we've just been shut down. How did you get them to talk to you?
They respect academics. My PhD dissertation was on the Bohemian Grove. And, you know, after a couple of years, they trusted that I was sincere and wanted to portray the club accurately and honestly. I studied the Bohemian Grove for 2 years, collecting data, and actually visited the Grove in '94 as a guest of the Silverado Squatters camp, and spent 3.5 days there. I remember a fellow dressed up like Mark Twain, and he was doing readings. There were plays, there was poetry readings, there was music throughout the camp at various groups and bands. You could walk in and there'd be banjo players singing. So it was a lot of fun.
Do you think they're making decisions there that impact all of our lives?
Oh, absolutely. Or they're in the position to.
Right.
They don't have meetings at the Grove to make decisions about specific things, but the members there are able to access powerful people that can, you know, make things happen for them in society.
So what did you find when you were there and you interviewed them? What was the sociological significance? Since I'll never be able to visit, what can I compare it to?
The same men go every year and spend 2 weeks together, and there's an intimacy there that they call the spirit of Bohemia. You know, they really cherish that. So there's a personal privacy. So when they have this cremation of care ceremony, they're honoring the intimacies that they find there.
So what's really happening here? Is this good for these guys? Is it good for us?
It's a concentration of powerful people in one place at one time. Are they doing anything nefarious? No.
Right.
But are there results from what happened in the world because of these men's power and what they're doing in the world? Yes. Military adventures worldwide, globalization and privatization, and wealth concentration. And in that context, I think we need to call them out.
So just how exclusive is the Bohemian Club? It's got a $25,000 initiation fee for just 2 weeks a year, plus a 15-year waiting list. We're talking America's real power elite. But I think what Peter says makes a huge amount of sense. There is no question these guys are powerful. But there's also no question that people will be more likely to leave them alone if they just did away with the secrecy that shrouds Bohemian Grove. In fact, it's that secrecy that's drawing Buddy and Mac to want to get inside and see for themselves. After rolling up to the front gate and getting stopped by security, Buddy, Mac, and Scott were warned not to come back. And I have to tell you, I'm not sure if it's smart, but if they do get inside, you better believe I want to know what they find. Filmmaker Alex Jones, who snuck into the Grove himself, has shown them how he got in and has offered to show them how to ride the public Russian River past the Grove.
Not that curious.
Now this is a famous river. It empties out to the ocean, and you had a lot of Italian, Russian, German, Spanish immigrants here. And when the railroad came here in the 1890s, that's when the elites of the East Coast began coming out here, and they developed what is now the Bohemian Grove.
So who has what rights when a public waterway flows through private property? First of all, anyone has the right to be on the river. That's not an issue, because navigable rivers and their banks are held in public trust. The tricky part is what happens when someone steps onto the riverbank. The courts have ruled that the boundary between public rivers and private property is what they call the ordinary high watermark. But Buddy, Mac, and Scott have no way of knowing whether it's higher than usual. So to know when they're trespassing will be anyone's guess.
Here's the question. Will there be cameras near the swimming hole?
When I snuck into Bohemian Grove a decade ago, there were cameras and motion sensors everywhere, and they knew we were coming.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen.
We thought we were in really good shape going in this weather. Pouring rain, I can't imagine anybody's even standing outside expecting anybody to come.
You could see it from that one observation point, right?
Oh, this is it?
Yep. Okay, everybody ease up. Everybody ease up.
Let's go to the left, buddy.
Everybody stop.
Left.
Stop happening.
Why aren't we going?
Listen, I don't see a no trespassing sign, so I don't think we're doing anything wrong by landing these boats right now. So at this point, the only sign says there's no lifeguard on duty. We're fine with that. Here's the deal with the no trespassing sign. If you didn't see it, it's not posted properly. So if you end up going up over here and you didn't see it, you didn't see it. Did you see it?
I don't see one. Let's go.
We're gonna go off and take a look in the woods.
I want to go up there.
One way out. You go up, there's a bridge across, and you're in the main area.
Okay.
There's a cop up there. There's a cop up there.
They know you're coming. They got cameras and sensors, infrared.
Go out, get outside.
Probably nothing there, but you're not allowed to be
The
there.
whole mission blew up. It was chaos. The cops came. They're still up there. I think they're getting arrested. I don't know what's happening to them. You know, these guys are my friends. I'm really worried about them. I hope they're okay, but I have no idea what's going on right now.
Hey, let me tell you how this played out from my end of the phone. My phone starts ringing. Don't forget, they're on the West Coast. I was on the East Coast. So it's almost midnight. And when the phone is ringing at midnight, you know something bad has happened.
Hey, Head & Shoulders users, how long since you worried about flakes? Since before jeans were this skinny.
Not since us three got a haircut.
Unfortunately, I can't do any of that
Head &
commercials.
Shoulders, clinically proven
These
to
last about
improve
6
scalp health.
minutes.
With 7 benefits, there's no worries from flakes, itch, or breakage.
I haven't worried about flakes since my grunge days. Remember them?
Trying not to.
Head & Shoulders, scalp and hair beyond compare.
Don't be fooled by lowball mortgage quotes, only to find the rates also come with thousands in closing costs. The bigger the gap between the rate and APR, the more you pay. So make the cash call at 877-890-CASH, and look, Ma, no gap. Call now.
For some families, it's the park time. For others, it's the pool time. And there are those who love the nighttime most of all.
Every family is different, and now enjoy great savings on summer travel with a 6-night, 7-day room and ticket package starting at $69 per person per day for a family of 4 that gives your family just the Disney vacation they want.
So don't wait. Let the memories begin at the place where dreams come true.
There is a rhythm of the seasons, so we've developed styles of beer to accompany that. We brew Oktoberfest, Winter Lager, Alpine Spring, and right now there's Summer Ale.
Samuel Adams Summer Ale is a flavorful wheat beer. It has a very nice spice note.
It has a little lemon zest and a historic brewing spice called Grains of Paradise. It's citrusy.
Lemon. Flavorful, refreshing.
Wow. Sam Adams Summer Ale. It's just something about it. It's like totally reminds you of summer.
I love the car. Any problems?
Car's clean. $12,000 and it's yours.
Show me the Carfax. Show me the Carfax.
It's for you. Carfax says it wasn't an accident?
No, it's a scratch. 11,000.
It had frame damage.
6,000. What do you got there, a spy cam?
Nope, he's got a Carfax. Before you buy a used car, just say, show me the Carfax. Get yours now at Carfax.com.
Who's she?
Downy Unstoppables. Here to shake up your fresh. Like a cheerleader on espresso. Toss these little scent boosters in before you wash. And the fresh scent will last until you're ready to wash again. And this fresh scent will last? It's like you shoved a rainbow up your nose. I should go. Downy Unstoppables, the fresh, too feisty to quit.
Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum.
I.
Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum.
The redesigned 8-passenger Pilot. Smarter thinking from Honda. Shop.history.com is your destination for all things history. Get exclusive merchandise for IRT, Pawn Stars, Swamp People, and more. While you're there, check out all your favorite shows.
Wednesday. I gave you the job of foreman.
I'm actually a little nervous because my butt's on the line for this one.
Can't go running on the road anymore.
I can find uncharted territory and it'll be good for the business.
Like most things with Tyler, I'm preparing for the worst. Oh, man!
American Restoration is all new, Wednesday at 10 on History.
We're in Northern California looking into the Bohemian Club and their ultra-secretive retreat, The Grove. Mac and Buddy were going up that hill. They're searching. They're trying to find any signs. They can't find anything. And then the security guard started screaming at them. And that's when the real trouble began.
Here he comes. Go, go, go. Go. Go, Alex. Get Alex out of here.
We had absolutely no clue where they'd been taken or even if they were okay for 9 hours. We were terrified. Finally, we got the call that they were at the police station in Santa Rosa, 30 miles from the Grove. Scott was the one who bailed them out, and we're about to hear for the very first time what happened to them.
Well, our lawyer's late. Let's just put it that way.
We just started climbing up because there was this bridge and there was all this interesting stuff, and I just kept thinking, oh, we're here, we're really here, and who's going to be out here? You know, certainly we can wind our way in there, and then we saw this little sort of house thing, like, I guess a guard house or something, and then I just saw a truck, and then...
It's always scary to be stuffed and cuffed when you're a relatively large fellow in the back of a, police car, and it was very foggy, and so we couldn't see so well. It was all rather ethereal and a little bit spooky.
We were printed. I had my mugshot taken. Seriously, and we're in there in the holding, in holding with some interesting people. Buddy made friends with everybody. Like, seriously made friends with every single person in holding.
Here's the thing. Clearly the worst part of this whole experience is having to depart the Sonoma County Adult Detention Center in the world's worst bowling outfit. Because we're so wet. The only way I would go back to the Bohemian Grove would be as an invited guest, and I'm guessing that my options for that have limited themselves significantly. We had the exit strategy, and we kind of jumped it. But we've had a hell of an experience.
All right, well, what lessons have we learned from this, okay?
Being in jail sucks.
Buddy and Mac clearly paid a heavy price for their curiosity. Without endorsing breaking the law, I do understand why they did it. When you shroud something in secrecy, people are going to want to rip back the curtain and know the truth.
Some truths are private.
Oh my
Very
God,
good.
that was intense.
They're not playing around.
No, they're not.
When we were first cuffed in the back of the cop car, and we knew at that point we're going somewhere in this vehicle, but we don't know where. And it's so foggy and rainy that the windows are fogged up, and I'm thinking, I'm going to get a ride through the Bohemian Grove. And I leaned over and started just rubbing my cheek against the window to get a little view out. It was kind of pathetic,
Well, and at that point, we had done little hand signals I was saying, you look out that side, I'm looking out this side, because at least we might need to know our way back.
And they were kind of like the Forbidden City. You're not allowed to go there either.
But see, that was the scary part for me, is I had no idea what was happening to you guys. And frankly, with some of the creepy stuff we've heard, I really didn't know.
I did start to think, as we get further into the forest and down dead ends and stuff, I thought
Let you never be heard from again.
I don't want to sound paranoid, but that was a thought.
Great writers like Henry David Thoreau pushed things and broke rules in the interest of learning more about our own society, our own culture. And so I think we did a little bit of that on this trip.
They were both extremely brave, Brad. They had their game face on. It took a while, but we got them out, and we are ready to get back on mission here.